Hello and welcome to Everything in the TARDIS console. You might be wondering why you're only hearing my voice. Well, my general situation has changed notably because of personal reasons that I don't want to go into. I've also changed the topic of the video from the one I had scheduled for the same reasons, and might potentially be late with getting this quote-unquote video out. Now, what I will talk about today are my top 12 audio ranges by Big Finish that are not Doctor Who, but I should hasten to add that I will be including Doctor Who spin-offs, partly because they actually take up a fair chunk of Big Finish output and an even larger percent of what I listen to, so I wouldn't have as many options for this list if I left them out. Also, many of these spin-offs can stand perfectly well on their own feet, and I know for a fact that you can be a fan of a spin-off without being a fan of the thing it's spun off from. So I actually feel quite justified in including Doctor Who spin-offs in a list which title says it's not about Doctor Who, cause Doctor Who spin-offs is not the same as actual Doctor Who. So, without much further ado, let's get started with number 12, Survivors. Connected to the TV show of the same name, but perfectly able to stand on its own, Big Finish Survivors follows the people who have survived and struggle to keep doing so after a strange illness has killed off the majority of the human population. It's a really great, well-written and well-performed human drama. The reason it's so low on this list, however, is because it's super bleak. So I have to really be in the mood for bleakness to fully appreciate it. But when I am in the mood for it, it's amazing. Moving on to number 11, Big Finish Classics. This isn't so much one continuous series as simply a collection of adaptations of classic literature, such as The Wizard of Oz and The Picture of Dorian Gray, to name a couple of examples. I really enjoyed most of these, if to somewhat varying degrees, and they include several amazing performances by great actors. So I felt this range deserved a spot on this list. Next on the list is number 10, The Prisoner. Like Survivors, this is connected to a TV show by the same name, but doesn't require any knowledge of said show to be understood, which I know cause I knew squat about The Prisoner going into this range. It's about a retired secret agent who wakes up to find himself imprisoned in a strange village, where everyone is called by a number rather than a name. We follow this man, now known as number 6, as he struggles to make sense of it all and attempts to find a way to escape this village. I really love this series, however, the reason it's this low on this list is because so far I'm only loving it for the plot, whereas I've yet to become truly attached to any of the characters. As I'm a very character-focused person, this would need rectifying for this range to rank any higher for me.